Hi everyone, today I will show you how I extracted silicon metal from quartz and how I made silane. All the shiny rocks and minerals on the screen right now have one thing in common. They are almost pure silicon dioxide. Sure, some of them have a bit of impurities that give them a different look, and there are crystals of multiple different habits, but as far as a chemist is concerned, all of them are basically the same thing. I could use any one of those, but I won't. They are nice and I paid money for them, so instead I'll use a piece of chert I found in the field. After crushing the quartz, I sifted it through a kitchen strainer. I got a light gray powder. If my quartz contained noticeable iron impurities, I would have treated the powder with hydrochloric acid. But since it didn't look like it, I didn't believe it was necessary. Once I turned my silicon dioxide containing rock into something I could use, I combined it with aluminium and sulfur in a ratio of 9 to 10 to 12. While just a mixture of silicon dioxide and aluminium in a ratio of 1.7 and 1 should work, it is almost impossible to ignite. Sulfur and extra aluminium are added to provide more energy for the reaction. I put the mixture into an empty and dry tuna can and lit it with a sparkler. Such exothermic reactions should always be observed from a safe distance. Once the reaction products and what remained of the reaction vessel cooled down enough I could safely handle them, I separated the mass of oxides and sulfides from the remains of the steel can. I then crushed them and collected small drops of silicon metal. One very smelly extraction later, I got 2.79 grams of silicon metal. Working with all those sulfides really isn't ideal, so I tried to reduce silicon with magnesium. The mixture ignited, but it did not produce any drops of silicon metal. While I was at it, I decided to see if I could make some magnesium silicide. I prepared a mixture of silicon dioxide and magnesium in a ratio of 1 to 1.62. I knew the yield wasn't going to be amazing, because this reaction should ideally be done in an inert atmosphere, but it nonetheless produced some magnesium silicide. When magnesium silicide is hydrolyzed by an acid, it will produce silane, a pyrophoric gas. I believe I have achieved the goals I have set up for myself. I successfully extracted silicon with a yield of 66.4%, and I made enough silane for a demonstration. Thank you for your time. Like, subscribe, and see you next week.